Hey, hi, hello, it's me, Tiana, back at it again for another video, and this time I didn't forget my water. Today we are going to talk about body image, I guess. This is literally the third time I've tried to record this video because I feel like I can't get my thoughts together about like what I want to say, and I think I figured out this time what the take is, like what my point is, because I feel like I could like talk for hours about my thoughts about body image. I've been like dry teasing a video about why I hate Instagram, which is closely connected to my thoughts and ideas about body image, and like weight loss and just like your self-perception and ideas of beauty and beauty privilege and all of that. Like, because there's so many categories that go into the idea of like body politics and how you view yourself and how the world views you, right? And a lot of the conversations that I like have on the channel about like race and gender is also very tied to like my politics on beauty and body and just like how you perceive yourself and how the world perceives you. Because whether we like it or not, you are like positioned in the world because of your physicality. People who are thinner, people who are lighter, people who have like certain physical attributes are viewed better than people who don't have those attributes. And whether those people are like, you know, smarter or nicer or like better, there is privilege in being viewed in like what society has deemed as the beauty standard, right? People try to like make snarky comments about like pretty privilege, but like really what pretty privilege is just like racism and, you know, homophobia, like sexism and like fat phobia and just like ideas about femininity and gender and all of that stuff like wrapped up into like one like bow. Like, who is we decide as a society, because we all participated in it, whether you like engage in like the specificities of what it is to be pretty, like making yourself pretty or making yourself like beauty or beauty culture or beauty whatever. We all participate in it because we all have like internalized these ideas of value judgments placed on people's body based on their physicality, right? The idea that you are attracted to certain types of people or you date certain types of people. I saw a tweet one time that honestly truly shook me to my core. I wish I could remember who tweeted it, but somebody was like, people have all these great politics, but it always breaks down when you look at their dating history. And I was like, oh my God, because like truly you can say that you're somebody who you know is fat positive or whatever, or you're somebody who like is not racist, or somebody who, you know, doesn't care about gender or doesn't believe or believes gender is a spectrum and is like, you know, pro trans people or whatever. But you look at your dating history and it's showing that you only date like a certain amount of people. It also goes back to that conversation that we keep having over and over again about, can you be pro-black and not date black people? Because there is a piece of your politics that go into who you choose to partner with, because who you partner with is a choice. And that's not, before I get anybody in the comments, that's not me saying people who date interracially can't have like politics that are like pro-black. But I personally feel like if the person that you choose to partner with and like create life with is not black, is saying something about your politics. Now, whether that is fully negative or 100% negative is up for discussion, and it is a discussion that we're not having in this video. But I do think that it says something about your politics if you make an active choice to partner with someone who is not of your race. And like, you can say love is love, but you choose who you fall in love with, and you cannot convince me that you don't, because yes, you can like fall in lust with somebody, or you can find somebody attractive that you like shouldn't or like wouldn't want to, but you make the active choice to continue to engage with someone after you realize that there are feelings there, and you allow those feelings to develop, and you build on that relationship when you can make the choice to not. So like, yeah. But anyways, so the reason why I wanted to talk about this, it was two separate things. Number one, I decided myself personally to go on a sort of like weight loss journey. I hate using the term weight loss journey, but I don't really know what else to use because it's not like a health thing. I literally was just like, I wanted to weigh less. So I was making active choices to weigh less. And I don't know how else to like use, like what like phrasing to use. If you have any ideas about like what the better phrasing would be, please put that in the comments because I would love to know. Because I hate saying it's a weight loss journey because honestly it's like not. It was just really more of like a lifestyle change, but that was made purposely to lose weight. I don't know. Anyways, and then second was a tweet that I saw, right? So it was a tweet that I saw that was that had the streets shaking, and it was basically that people who are like have gym bodies, like who work out constantly and eat like strict diets to maintain their weight, have like modified bodies or have fake bodies. And people were like very upset about this tweet, which I kind of understood in some ways because it's like you can't win for losing. Like, if you get your body surgically modified, then people say you have a fake body. But then if you go to the gym to work out to get the body, then people are also saying you have a fake body. So it's like, how do you win? But I feel like a lot of people were like very surface level with their like critique of the tweet without really thinking about what the tweet was saying. Is basically that when you make active choices to change how you look, that is a modification of your body. And it's not just like people have been modifying their bodies like for millennium. It's something that humans have always done, like from feet binding and corset to like the neck things. I feel like I sound like ignorant, but I don't know what it's called. The neck things that some like tribes in Africa do to like elongate their necks, or like lip plates to like elongate to make their lip look bigger. Like people have doing modifications to their body since humans have existed. And there's really nothing, in my opinion, wrong with modifying your body, be it being through the gym or be it through like surgical augmentations or through cultural practices. But I feel like my issue is that people like to sort of act like their body modifications are better because they're doing it in a sense of like wanting to be healthy versus like wanting to like look a certain way. And I feel like it's disingenuous because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I won't even sit here and try to front with you guys. I wanted to lose like 20 pounds because I wanted my clothes to look better on my body. I didn't want to like buy bigger clothes or like have to like angle certain ways in pictures. I just want to have a flat stomach, and I've been very upfront with that. Like I'm doing like this weight loss thing with the women in my family, and I don't really know their reasonings for wanting to lose weight, but I've been very upfront with the fact that I just want abs. I want abs. I can kind of see like the belly like lines where the abs would be, and I want abs. I feel like I can get abs. Like I've never had abs. Even when I was like very skinny, like no body fat, I didn't have abs. But I feel like I can get abs, so I want abs. That's really like my only thing. And I want to like wear like midriff belly shirts and stuff and not be self-conscious about like my stomach hanging a certain way or looking a certain way. That is really the only like critiques I have for my body. And honestly, even like low-key, I've been thinking to myself, like after I've done this for like 4 months ish, if I haven't achieved the body that I want by doing diet and exercise, I'm going to seriously look into getting lipo, because I don't care about like being smaller or weighing less. I just want a flat stomach. And if I can't get a flat stomach from eating better and like exercising and all of like the Chloe Ting that I've been doing, then I simply would buy one and I don't feel any sort of way about it, right? Because I'm able to be honest with myself, is that my goal is a vain goal, because people treat you better when they view you as beautiful. Like, it's just, these are just like the facts of the matter, right? And I have a couple exes against me, right, coming in, right? I am Black, I am darker skinned, so there are already things that are putting me at the end of the line of beauty, and I have to make active choices to engage in beauty in other ways to make up for the fact that I don't already fit into a societal standard of beauty, right? I wear my hair long not because I care so deeply about having long hair, but because long hair is perceived as more feminine, right? As more beautiful, and people praise me for having long hair. I keep my hair long because of that reason. I see so many really cute short hairstyles all the time that I would love to have. I think about cutting my hair all the way off, like constantly, but then I always go back to the idea of feeling like, will people stop viewing me as beautiful if I had shorter hair? And I had short hair when I went natural, because I cut all my hair off when I went natural. I had big chops, but like I cut it off and grew it back. I didn't like live with having short hair, and I felt very insecure when I had first cut my hair. I don't know if I've told the story. I probably told this on my channel, like when I first made my channel, my story of going natural. But when I first went natural, like the day I cut my hair off, I was like, fine. I was looking in the mirror. I was like, fine, this looks fine. And then the literal next day, I just cried the entire day and immediately got braids, because I just could not like look at myself with short hair, because my entire life, literally from the day I was born, I had a head full of hair. Never had been bald. That was the only time I had ever, and I wasn't even bald. Like I had like 3 inches of hair, which is like a good bit of hair, but it was curly, so it was just like a little afro. But I never had thin hair, so it's not even like you was like looking at my scalp. Like, it was a full head of healthy, beautiful hair, but I was very insecure about it until my hair got past a certain length. And then once my hair got to a length where when it was straight, it looked like long, then I was wearing my hair straight more, because I felt like an intense need to prove that I had hair. Because again, I felt like, because I was darker skinned, because you know, I was Black, I had to prove that I had beauty in other ways. Like, and again, that goes back to me feeling like hyper focused on my body, of feeling like, okay, so because I'm a Black girl, I have to have a big butt, right? I don't have a small butt, but I don't have a big giant like dookie booty like the girls on Instagram. So it always made me like sort of subconscious about that. And I was off Instagram for like 6 years, because literally just looking at those pictures of women all the time, like it gave me a complex about my body. And like, I feel like we as a community of human beings don't talk enough about the pressures that it takes to be human in the year of our Lord 2021. Like, when I've been on the internet like the majority of my life. I'm millennial, but I'm a young millennial, so like I don't really remember a time that I didn't have a computer in my home, and I don't really remember a time where I wasn't like on the internet. I wasn't always on social media. Obviously I can remember time before social media, but I wasn't always on like I was always on the internet. I was always online. I was always on computers. So when I was a young child, just going into social media, like I was on like Bebo and MySpace, and I don't know, I can't think of the other. I was on Bebo and MySpace hard, and like we were posting pictures of just like whatever. Like you were just with your friends, and you took 5 million pictures of you with your friends, and you uploaded all 500 of those pictures. And like, literally, if I went back and looked at my MySpace page, which is still up, and you probably could find it if you cared enough to look for it and see, like, what I looked like in high school, and it was this, but skinnier. But if you, like, went back to that time period and the carefreeness that we had, posting like pictures and like just your self-image, like there are obviously people who were very stylized, who put a lot of effort into their like photos and their page and their like perception of whatever. I can remember feeling like I didn't want to post pictures, or like I shouldn't post pictures when I was younger, because I felt like I wasn't as pretty as other girls who posted pictures, or especially on Tumblr. I used to get really insecure on Tumblr looking at the type of girls who went like viral, and like would be posted all the time, until I just literally just started following more Black girls and more girls with natural hair and more like darker skinned girls, so that the pictures that I was seeing were girls who looked like me. But like, if you juxtapose the energy in which we posted internet pictures in like the late 2000s versus what Instagram is now, it's like none of it is real. None of it is like candid anymore. Like nothing is organic. All of it is curated content to try to get the most like likes, and it's like I don't even feel any type of way about people wanting to be liked or have a lot of likes or have a lot of followers or have a big following or whatever, because literally it can take you from being like broke and starving to like being a multimillionaire. And we've seen it happen with multiple people. It could change your life overnight, going from like nothing to like thousands of followers and translating that into money. Well, I should say millions of followers and translating that into money. But my, I guess, uncomfortableness comes with the idea of being a regular person, a regular teenager who's not necessarily trying to be like the next Emma Chamberlain or whatever, who is just trying to like engage with the internet in the same ways that like I engaged with the internet when I was growing up, and having this intense pressure to look a certain way and have to like consume this media in which they're shown perfect body after perfect body after perfect body everywhere. Like people talked a lot about how like beauty standards of the 90s were harmful to girls because they had to see these like super skinny, the heroin chic sort of women were like what was on the magazines. However, you could make more of an active choice to not engage in that content. If I wanted to speak to my friends or hang out with my friends, I did not have to engage with like these supermodels. Like I didn't talk with my friends about what like the supermodels were doing. We didn't look at magazines together. I wasn't watching like TV shows or like movies that like starred these very thin women with my friends and like hyper focusing on their bodies. But now, in order to be online, which is like you can't not be online, you have to engage constantly with these like beautiful manufactured photographs constantly all day long. And you sort of have this, I saw another tweet that was like they felt like love, like pictures of people in love was more authentic before like social media exists. And it's like, because everybody is performing everything. Like we're not just performing beauty, but we're performing like happiness, we're performing like love in the ways that we have been told or seen, and replicating like the other people's pictures or love stories so that we can have people like us for giving them like relationship goals because we look a certain way. It was an episode it was an episode of Grownish. I was gonna do a video on Grownish. I just never recorded it. So if you want to see me do a video on Grownish, put that in the comments. But it was a episode of Grownish in which Zoe was like insecure because somebody commented on a picture of Jazz and her boyfriend, like relationship goals, but nobody had ever said it about her and Luca. And she felt like because her and Luca were like physically beautiful and they were like replicating these like photos that people like to see of couples, that they should have people praising their relationship, and that even though Luca and Zoe have no chemistry, but because they're both beautiful and because they're both like cool, that people should aspire to be like them or want to be like them. And it's like, it's a weird sort of pressure you have as someone growing up in this time period to have to like perform your teenage years in a way that is like aesthetically pleasing for everybody, and you don't get to just be like, I've realized now in my late 20s that I never really learned what my style was. I just was sort of trying different things and seeing like what I liked and what I didn't like, and changing who I was whenever I felt like I didn't want to be who I was anymore. And like, I don't feel like kids have space to do that anymore. I feel like you kind of have to have your life together at like 14 years old, and as soon as you like emerge onto these applications, you have to have your aesthetic, and you have to have like a certain like, or you feel like alienated from what it is to be a teenager now or a young adult now. Like I don't envy Gen Z as much as they have been having these arguments, these millennial versus Gen Z arguments. Like, I don't envy Gen Z. Like, I don't envy having to have my entire life be a performance. Like, it's even beyond like just like your teenage years at this point, because like mommy bloggers and stuff have had their children and like posted pictures of their children like from the time they were born, and you have like a whole social media like account that is like your life before you even have old enough to like make your own like thoughts and opinions and ideas about how you want to be perceived in the world. Like, people have already started to perceive you. I find when it's like celebrities make Instagram accounts for their children to be very weird, because it's like that child is not even a person yet, and especially when they be in the comments like talking back to themselves, like it's weird. It's strange. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that when I decided to like do this weight loss whatever, I was doing like Chloe Ting videos, as I said earlier, I think. And once I looked at one Chloe Ting video, YouTube began to like start showing me like weight loss content. And it's a double-edged sword for me, because like, one, I do find a lot of this stuff interesting. Like, I watch a bunch of people, I've watched, I should say, a bunch of people's videos talking about their weight loss and talking about what they did to lose weight, mostly out of curiosity, and partly because I want to see if people are like giving misinformation or blatantly lying, or like being like exaggerating or doing whatever they like, because people be BSing on the internet. And weight loss is really not that complicated. But so I've been watching these videos, and I can see how it can very easily turn into something that is harmful psychologically. Like, even with, like I said, I know that my weight loss is purely a vanity thing. I know that I'm healthy. I know that I don't really need to lose weight. I just want to look better in my clothes and feel more confident in my clothes, right? But it so easily goes from me not having many like body image issues. Like I said, my only real issue is my stomach, to watching these videos of people who have lost like a bunch of weight and seeing like what they said they did, and seeing their before and afters, and being like, well, maybe if I do this, or being hyper focused on like the calories that you're eating and the types of food that you're eating, and like exercising all day every day, and it goes to a toxic very quickly. And I feel like the YouTube algorithm sort of encourages it, because if you watch one video, like I said, I wasn't even watching like people's weight loss content. Like I watched a Chloe Ting video because I was trying to exercise, and then I got a bunch of it. Like I lost 30 pounds. Well, at first it started with the Chloe Ting results videos, which is, I guess that's related, right? And then I clicked on one of those videos, the Sarah Todd or somebody Todd video. And then it was like, these are my weight loss videos, and I drunk a gallon of water every day and lost 7 pounds in a week or something. And then it turned into things fat people want you to know about losing the weight, or formerly fat people wanted you to know about losing the weight videos, and it's like TikTok compilations of weight loss, like dramatic weight loss, and it's like, then it's diet stuff, and only eat this if you want to lose weight, and only like, and it's like, now like all of my recommended is just like weight loss content. Like before, I was getting all kind of stuff in my stuff, and now it's just weight loss content. And it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's so weird. It's strange. I don't really know like what the solution is, because the algorithm is just working the way the algorithm works. Like it does that to me constantly. I watch one Gabby Hanna video, and then all of my recommended is just like Vlog Squad stuff. Like and it might be because I'm subscribed to Carly and Aaron, and then Gabby, and then, you know, it goes down. But it's like, I've never watched a David Dobrik video. I've never watched any of the other people in the Vlog Squad. But YouTube just feels like, because it's tangentially related, you must like this too, or you like this type of content, or these people who watch this channel typically watch this channel too. So they just show you more and more stuff. But it's just, I don't know. I can just very see how easily you can go from feeling pretty like fine with yourself to an eating disorder quickly, with the combination of growing up in a society which is hyper focused on aesthetics, and having like these websites with these algorithms that sort of make you hyper focus on topics that maybe you shouldn't hyper focus on. I don't know. So yeah, those are my thoughts, I guess, on body image. I guess the only thing I want to just leave you with is the body that you're in is fine. You know, if you're eating like your balanced meal, you know, vegetables, fruits, grains, healthy fats, drinking water, and like limiting like very sugary like snacks and drinks, and very salty snacks and drinks, and like trying to be a little bit active every day, you're probably fine. Like you're probably fine. Also see a doctor and just get your levels checked out. Like see what your levels look like, and if your levels are fine, and like I said, you're eating a balanced diet, you don't have to be you shouldn't be hyper focused on looking a certain way. Like everybody is not meant to have a flat stomach and a washboard abs, but I absolutely will. So listen to what I say, not what I do, because I like I said, I'll either get these abs by dieting, or I will get lipo. So either way, when I pop up with abs on this channel, and I'm just doing videos like just in a sports bra all the time, please don't be confused. Like don't be like, why is she never wearing a shirt? Like I'll never put a shirt back on. So please subscribe, like this video if you like this content, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.